All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back from the depths of moving and living someplace else for 3 months. I'm back in an apartment that I can call my own. A bunch of trash, trombones, and stuff. But, you know, moving day wasn't too bad. Had to get a bud of mine. Probably gonna watch this video after he's done to see what I did to the place. And, it wasn't too hard. This thing right here, this blue couch, which is out of focus, terribly out of focus, because this is an old phone. Actually, funny story, I dropped my phone that I recorded all the other videos on, and because I dropped that phone, I can't use them anymore. So this was the hardest thing, was to get this up here. And it took me and that same guy to get in here, and it, quite frankly, it's more of a love seat. Yeah, I get it, because love. It's a love seat, and it's a love-hate relationship with it. And again, I can't seem to get this to focus. Oh, come on. There we go. At least it focused a little better there. So, love seat, love-hate relationship, because it's got recliners. Of course, this one's broken, and it don't recline. And I'd rather not have to buy like a new recliner. And especially when these work just fine. So, but I'm gonna probably fix that. I got some packages possibly coming within the week, and I might do a repair video on that if I can get that. If I can even get that, because I don't have a tripod for a cell phone. So let's kind of do a little bit of a rundown. This is the home theater setup. As you can see, I've got the television right there. To the left and right of whatever this mess is right here, I'll talk about that in a second, are the JBL Loft 40s that some dude on the internet convinced me to buy. Okay, Zeos got me to buy those. But I bought those because I didn't have anything for the television, and these speakers suck. So what I did instead was get this. Don't have any speaker cable, but I didn't have to waste a dime on the receiver, because the receiver here, this Pioneer VSX 9700S, when I turn it on, actually it does work. This thing is from the 80s. My dad had it back when he was growing up in Tallahassee, Florida. So that was, and again, now I'm out of focus. That was something that my dad had, and I was able to take with me. And it kind of works. Thing is, it's all analog. It's all RCA. It doesn't have an HDMI port in the back of it at all. So I have to get a little creative here. Thankfully, though, the TV has enough HDMI outputs, and I'm probably going to use the receiver as some sort of some sort of VGA switch, because as you can see here, that's a Sega Dreamcast. That's a GameCube. And now my camera's out of focus. That's a GameCube down there. And I actually grew up with both of these consoles, and you can see an original DS and an SP, and then there's a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advanced right in front of the Pony. Regardless, I have all this stuff, and I want to use it. I actually kind of want to play games on them still, and I might record some of that if some people are interested in that, because the Sega Dreamcast I grew up on. That was my first video game console. That was the second, and I loved I loved this thing to hell and back. In fact, this is the original purple that came out on like a release day or something. I don't have Luigi's Mansion. I actually got it with Super Mario Sunshine. Big whoop. That is the computer that I built. I actually had original videos of that computer, but because my phone kind of cracked and I can't use it, I got to use this one in order for any of that to make sense. So that's the old home theater PC kind of deal with some fans and some power stuff. My backpack over there, obviously sitting on my chair. Like I said, trash, trombones, a shelf that I'm going to put up possibly right here below these studio lights, which hopefully didn't just blow out my auto white balance. And then this is the whole shebang. Let's get it in all of its beautiful glory for a second there. So let's kind of start out with the meat and potatoes. That's the computer, and that little box right there. I actually kind of like how it's sitting with the window facing me, because that means I can actually see into it, everything that I did to the machine. and everything that will be happening to this machine in the future when I start to replace some things. And what I'm going to replace, not 100% certain yet, but when I'm going to replace it, probably sometime around September. So another PC build log, and this one's going to be more interesting because I'll do liquid cooling, hopefully with the rigid glass tubing, if I can find some of that, or if I can even muster it myself. Monitor, 2K monitor, Razer Death Adder Chroma version, and that's the Razer Death Adder Chroma version. This is the I can't remember, Black Widow Chroma. And no, I'm not a Razer fanboy. I just actually like the aesthetics. I can just say I like the aesthetics and not be a fanboy, right? Whole bunch of pens, some ink, and a whole bunch of pens. Maybe I'll review some of those. JBL 305s, my powered monitor speakers that I absolutely love and enjoy, and you can see they're on. Got a little controller over there, a plant. It's not a real plant. Come on, that would actually die if it were there because the computer's actually spewing hot air up there. A pair of headphones, a microphone, a pair of earbuds, pair of headphones. Somewhere out there in the great big blue world, another pair of earphones, another set of headphones, and another set of headphones because I forgot about the Fostex 800s that I got the ebony version, not the mahogany version. But who cares? I get more high-end headphones. I might do reviews of these too, just because. And not because I want to copy some people out on the internet, because I just actually want to do it. It's fun. This is fun. This, to me, is fun. I don't really have a way of powering all of these. This Fostex TR or T20 RPs specifically have a hard time being driven by mostly anything. The only thing that really does a good job is the audio box, Presonus audio box. That's hiding right there, that red light. That's my mixer, at least for the computer. And I want to try it on the VSX, but I can't get an input in there because no RCA outputs to anything. So that's kind of how the setup is going right now. I actually really like this. I don't know about the microphone. I haven't used it yet, and I haven't tried to use it yet because I haven't yet really been happy with how everything has moved, along with several other minute things, because it's just a little boring around here right now. And I'm trying to fix things. Couch needs to work first, television needs to work first, etc. Because this would be cool to have set up, actually working. And then, of course, obviously, the reason why I'm here in this apartment is because I had to move cities. And why did I have to move cities? Well, I'm going to a new university, and this university wanted me for graduate work, and I get to do that graduate work while pursuing a master's degree. So I'll be doing this possibly with a master's degree on the side. I'm not 100% certain if I can balance that workload. We'll see. But don't worry, more vlogs and more, hopefully, video game YouTube videos come out at some point. And, sooner rather than later, because I actually been thinking about what I want to do with everything. Now, hopefully, one other last thing, this camera probably is pretty bad. Like I said, the focus is just like, it's sometimes it's out there, sometimes it's right here, sometimes it's like down here, and I can't really control that. I can do audio zoom. I don't know what audio zoom means. And you'd think that this little bag right here would be a pretty decent camera. And it is, for like maybe 2002. This thing has a Canon 20D, I think, and it doesn't record anything at all other than pictures, and it's an 8 megapixel sensor. So I really don't have any camera equipment. Fancy that. I got all the audio equipment in the world, but I can't do any good thing recording-wise, with the exception of the 2K monitor, because the 2K monitor can record in 2K, and I can downsample to 1080p, and it still look just fine. So that's kind of where things are sitting, and because of that, I don't really know how to close this video out other than to say, catch you in the next one, see you later, and like I said, reviews everywhere. I'm gonna try to do a lot of reviews, so see ya.